Hey, I'm Kayla.
Good morning. Good morning.
Starting off your day with a prayer, something motivational like a quote or a song, is a great way to boost your chances of having a great day. Skincare and self care are generally also the best in like having the greatest day ever. That is something I would recommend. In the morning, I would usually just have cereal for breakfast. I should definitely do better to boost my brain muscles and stuff. What I used to do was have a protein shake. It would have bananas, flaxseed or oats, a protein powder, peanut butter, blended with lactose-free milk. I'm a lactose intolerant hun. There are so many benefits to this, health benefits, including gaining in all the right places during exercise. I used to exercise after having this shake. One of the things that people often forget is that you probably won't see the results you want to see if you exercise without eating right. Make sure you get an exercising schedule that fits you, find the right motivation or people, and make sure that you have happy vibes and good food to go along with that exercise. Feeling great about yourself through exercise and all of these things makes things better for you and the people that are around you. Food is so important, and I guess that's all I'm going to be focusing on today. Do not ever suffer by not giving yourself or your body the required amount of food that it wants. Food is life. I'm not going to lie, I love food, healthy, junky at all. It makes me happy and gives me comfort. And sometimes my mouth gets lonely and wants to chew on something sometimes. Is that a girl thing? Yeah, I don't know. Anyways, we have the brainy boosty thingies done, and it's time to work on the music. Obviously, I'll have headphones, notebook, and stuff that inspires me that's gonna be around me during the time when I want all my creative juices to flow. I have two headphones because one looks super cute and the other one sounds way better. The cute ones don't really sound nice at all. I was already working on something. I won't tell you guys what exactly it is, but I can give you a name. I'll just give you a sneakity peekity there. I'm not gonna lie, focusing can be hard, especially for somebody like me. I lose my focus so fast. I love playing. I'm never ever on time for stuff. It gets irritating sometimes because it stops my progress. Like I want to achieve so much but I can't. Writing music is something that has humbled me because a lot of the time I'm tapping into a whole world that I never wanted to focus on, emotions that I never wanted to reach. But like I always tell people in art, whether it's music, dance, actual painting, and all those other types of things, actually basically anything creative, a part of you is going to come out. Whether you like it or not, a part of you is always going to remain there. And that's what I love actually, because when I dance and when I sing and when I write, it's almost like I'm feeding myself. There's the food aspect again, but feeding myself emotionally, giving myself the ability to be stronger and healthier in terms of facing my emotions and facing the things that I don't really want to talk about, and they end up being put in song, and that's usually how my songs come about. Here are some tips when you're writing a song from an unprofessional writer who loves tapping into their forbidden emotions. Number one, a lot of the times your lyrics sound dry and they don't sound like, there's anything deep inside because you're too scared to feel the song. the best songs are always like really felt by the songwriter and the producer. Feel, and feel. Be real. Bars. Another tip would definitely be, don't make everything so fixated and perfect. Where you're going to write your song, how you're going to write your song, the inspiration, how it's going to come out, usually never stays the same. Of course, there's a general way you make music, but because it's something that has to do with creativity, some spark is definitely bound to come for each and every piece that you make, and it's gonna be different. Somewhat similar, but each has its unique, flair. So switch things up a bit. Get into your comfortable and uncomfortable zones. Push yourself to the limit and also find your resting space. Explore. Your mind is like a whole hub of imagination, and all that's left is for you to tap into it and dig out its secrets and show the world what you have. This all literally depends on you, though, because everything is uniquely you. Having a skill like this in the arts is almost like having another fingerprint, something that is uniquely you and nobody else in the world will have. Another tip is, do not be afraid of where your inspiration comes from. I feel like a lot of us are trying to please people. Stop it. Don't do that. Stop. Find your inspiration, and when you find it, do not be ashamed, because that is going to be something that represents you. Look, for some of us, walking around gives us motivation. There are things that I've tried that I know I'm not good at yet, like filming myself, and I want to get the hang of it, because if I keep on telling myself I'm bad at something and I don't do something about it, no one's going to do something about it for me. Another positive foodie tip is feed yourself with positive vibes, okay? You want to reach a certain level, tell yourself that no matter where you are, there is always a first step forward, no matter where you are. And that goes for so many things. And sometimes we get so lost in our negative thoughts and the things that we do that we don't see our potential. And, I always tell people that, life is hard. That's not a lie. But it depends on how you look at it. It depends on what you're going to do from that point on. I always scare people by telling them, if you hang out with me, you are going to learn to laugh at your problems and laugh at the pain, because at this point, crying about it really isn't making anything better. I say this with the full knowledge that sometimes I'm so down in the dumps I can't do anything. But then I remember what I am capable of. And I remember the dreams I had, and the inner child is crying for some of these things to come true. And so if I have failed the people around me, if I have failed everything that I was supposed to not fail in, at least let me try and make it up to the younger me, to at least fail doing something I like. But you see, we're moving up from this, from telling myself that I'm at least going to fail doing something I like. Let me say I'm going to try whilst doing something I like, and then eventually we're going to believe that we're going to succeed doing something we like, because that's what we want. That is what we want, and that is what we're working towards. The creative side of me comes out in so many different ways, and as I'm in the girl group NVM, please check out our song. Ain't no way your aura doesn't come with negative vibes. Tell me why is it easier when you are nowhere next to me? So comfy with pain and comfy with crime. I realized that I'm gonna have to be a person who's strong enough to face my giants and move on with my life despite what is happening, in order for me to achieve what I want. And granted, that's gonna be hard. I'm never alone, and I am happy for that. Because of this deluluness, I've met a lot of important people and done things that I never would have thought I would do, like modeling, singing, selling my paintings, all of these things that I would have never achieved if I stayed in the position that I was in 2 years ago. And I want to make a change. That is something I believe in, and doing the things that I love gives me so much energy. It makes me feel like I'm alive, like I'm a fairy or something, as cringy as it sounds. And yes, sometimes I am going to fail, but that's part of the process. That is part of the process, and we need to keep telling ourselves that failure is part of the process. It does not mean that whatever you're doing is not working out. Usually, when the world is against you, you're probably on the right path. Don't quote me on that, because sometimes if you are wrong, you are very, very wrong. But in terms of motivating yourself to follow your dreams, unless you want to be a serial killer, follow them to your heart's content. Dream, explore, learn, love, and most of all, eat. Eat to feed your soul. Eat even though it becomes so hard and you're at a point where you don't think you can get up. Eat positive vibes. This sounds weird, but yes, feed yourself with positive vibes and you will definitely make it. Even though you don't make it today, the person who makes it in future, the version of you who makes it, will thank you 1,000 times over for putting in the work right now. Alrighty, I did not expect that to take a motivational turn, but I guess that's how my vlogs are gonna be. Stay tuned, I am definitely going to be bringing more content. Tell me what you want to hear from your Zimbabwean girly, Michaela, and I will definitely deliver. Thank you, loves. Stay blessed, stay positive, and remember to eat good food. Bye!